What's up with it, bruh?
Man, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. It's an honor to have you here. I said that I've definitely been hearing your name ringing, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah, but for the people who don't know you, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Two Gun Kevi, man. Two Gun Kevi, Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah. Now, this is our first time linking up, so we gonna jump right into it, man.
For sure.
What part of Kansas City did you come up in?
I came up in the 30s, man. I came up all around this motherfucker for real, but that's where you know what I'm saying, that's where I kind of made my bones at. That's where everybody kind of know me from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, for a person like myself who never been, who not familiar with the 30s, how would you describe growing up in the area?
Just like, kind of like the heart of the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done been around, so I kind of talk to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter where you from, you know what I'm saying? If you a hood nigga, you a street nigga, you think, you know what I'm saying, your hood is nigga, you know what I mean? Like, that's how, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so, like, that's how I look at my shit the same way, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like one of the, you know what I'm saying, one of the, you know what I'm saying, staples around, you know what I'm saying, the city, you know what I'm saying, as far as hood shit goes.
Yeah. Gotcha. Now, you know, people, like, they think of places like St. Louis and Kansas City, and you feel like, the gang culture being in the city.
Yeah.
And for most people, it's unexpected, like outside of cities like Chicago or Los Angeles, especially with the Crips and Blood.
Yeah.
Like, I guess, how early on, at what age did you consider yourself jumping off the porch?
It's crazy. So jumping off the porch, probably like, you know what I'm saying, as far as just running, probably about like 15, you know what I'm saying, 16, where I was just like, all right, fuck it, this is what I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying. Before that, it's crazy you ask that because I was just talking to my cousin last night. I called a nigga in a quick little story. I'm on Apple Music, you know what I'm saying, I'm listening to local artists and shit on Apple Music and I'm just letting it flow. So, it plays some of my shit, it plays some other niggas around the city shit, it might play some Mozzie, it might play some Selly Rue, it might play whatever, just that type of whatever. You know how Apple Music is with the algorithm. So boom, Looney Coleon come on. I don't know, a lot of Kansas City niggas is hip to a Looney Coleon come on. It's a song called Thug Shit, and it fucked me up last night. I'm listening to this shit because it was like, that was when I was like, damn, this is what the fuck you know what I mean? Like, this shit lit. My cousin, this probably like 99, I don't know. This nigga had a birthday party, house party and shit, and Looney Coleon was popping at the time. Everybody knew Looney Coleon. Like, everybody was listening to that CD. Everybody was on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the thing that was going on. And I knew all the words to the song. But when they had the house party, these niggas like, now who the man when it come to this gangsta shit? It's Looney Coleon. And then basically at the end of the nigga like, Thug Shit. And that's the name of the song. But when I was at this house party, these niggas was like, Trey shit. And I was just looking around like, damn, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? I was probably like 11 years old.
Yeah.
And that shit was just lit. It was just like, because I knew all the words, but it was just like the way they switched it up, you know what I'm saying? It's like Trey. And I'm like, damn. And I was just telling my cousin last night, I said, I woke up that morning, I'm like, I'm going to be a basketball player. I said, I went to sleep that night like, I'm going to be a gangster. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that shit was lit. That shit turned me out. That shit opened my eyes to a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And I just started moving different. And I mean, I was still a kid though, you know what I'm saying? But moving forward, I just jumped out there.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I seen an interview you say that your mother, she was 15 years old when she had you.
Yeah.
So I guess in a way, essentially, you kind of grew up with her in a sense.
Yeah.
How was that?
It's crazy because it was I really can't put a definition on it. You know what I'm saying? It was for real for me. It was like shit, just growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mama raised me. That's just what it was. Like, it wasn't until I got older and started looking at it from that perspective to where I start thinking like, damn, shit was kind of, you know what I mean? Like, because as a child growing up, shit, it's just like, mama said this, mama cooking, mama whatever, mama, you know what I mean? I don't really know how old she is or how old I, you know what I mean, am, or how old the dynamic is supposed to be normally type shit. So it was never nothing to really gauge or speak on, you know what I'm saying? But when I was 21, 22 years old, and I'm going over a female house and she got a, you know what I mean, 8-year-old, you know what I'm saying, 7-year-old and this motherfucker's like, damn, now I see, you know what I mean? Like, why, you know what I mean? Like, now I see how the dynamic shift a little bit because you think now it's like, man, shit, we grown, you know what I'm saying? I'm 37 now, so, you know, I see a 21-year-old female or a 20-year-old female, it's like she a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I see her with a 6-year-old, I'm like, they both kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm saying, when you 6 years old, you don't see it like that. You know what I'm
it's my mom.
Yeah.
But the reason I said like how it was, I seen like you speak about like at the age of 9, like you said 10, I always say 11. You decided you're gonna be a gangster at that age.
Yeah.
So I seen that you kind of like you said you started to kind of dibble and dabble as far as outside activity.
Yeah, and that, you know what I'm saying, it's all kind of like a byproduct of, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, just the environment, I guess, or just the, you know what I'm saying, the places you're around and shit. Like I said, you know, I got older cousins, you know what I'm saying, these niggas is bloods, you know what I'm saying, like that's just what it been, like, and you know what I'm saying, you look at that, it's like, shit, they be at the house, you know what I'm saying, and at the time, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, at the time, you look at it, you just like, my mom in there, my cousins over here, you know what I'm saying, the music playing, we just over here, you know what I'm saying, like, that's just what it is. Now that I'm older, I understand what's going on. Like, nigga, you know, your mama there, your cousins there, they smoking, they drinking, they kicking it, you know what I'm saying? These niggas gang banging, and you seeing all of that shit, and you exposed to all of that shit. And, you know what I'm saying, you look at me, you know what I'm saying, when I was 21, you know what I'm saying, I had my son, you know what I'm saying, my son was 3 years old, you know what I'm saying? If you can, you know what I mean, 2 years old, if you can see that, if he can remember that shit, he'd be like, well, we was lit. Shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm 37, like, nigga, I don't expose my son to all of that, you know what I'm saying? You don't see a lot of shit. And it's really just a, you know what I'm saying, a maturity thing, man. The more you grow, you know what I'm saying, the less you're going to expose, you know what I'm saying?
But you, like, basically, you know, we all seen the movie Menace to Society.
Yeah.
See how Kevi kind of brought up in that environment. Looking at somebody, I don't know if you're familiar with the young kid, King. It was Sam from there 2 times. Little kid with dice.
Yeah.
You know, you see shooting dice and all that online. Like basically flipping himself like a grown man. You know, with the thing that you've been exposed to at the similar age, like how did that affect you? How did you like see somebody like this kid growing up like that?
The thing is, right, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying, with me, you know what I'm saying, I made like, you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better term, I made conscious decisions, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, I made the decision to do certain shit, you know what I'm saying, like how you said about Kane and Menace to Society, like, shit, nigga, mama was strung out, daddy got killed, you know what I'm saying, daddy was gone, it's like, you know what I'm saying, with certain predicaments or certain situations might alter, you know what I'm saying, your course, and we got homies like that, I'm pretty sure you got homies like that, it's like, shit, everybody grew up in the hood, everybody grew up, you know what I'm saying, in that same environment. But then it's like once you get into that community or once you get into that fabric, you know what I'm saying, now everybody's situation different, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, we all grew up in the same neighborhood, we all played football, basketball together, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like my mama didn't smoke, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, my daddy didn't, you know what I'm saying, do X, Y, and Z, or nigga, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't a crack house or what, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that different circumstances within, you know what I'm saying, a certain setting, a shit, you know what I'm saying, and shape how you moving, like with the little dude King, it's like shit. Clearly, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody really got a grip on him, you know what I'm saying? And then a nigga that come and get a grip on him is like, you can look at it as a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? You can look at it as a positive thing. It's like, shit, I wish I had a nigga, you know what I'm saying, that was on, you know what I'm saying, having millions of dollars, nigga to come and grab me out the hood and say, come on, if you come with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, you know what I'm saying, me personally, I'm just big on life experiences. Like I said, I say all the time, right? I tell my kids, like, man, this shit, you got 18 years, you know what I'm saying, to be a kid. Like, shit, after that, man, life gonna hit your ass hard. And a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the things that you need to learn, you know what I'm saying, the more sheltered you are, the later it's going to, you know what I mean, the longer it's going to take for you to learn the shit. One thing about the little nigga King is like, whenever he 21, 22, he going to be able to say, man, I know what the fuck, you know what I mean, not to do, you know what I'm saying, like what, I know how this shit work, you know what I'm saying, like, he, like, some people would say he growing up too fast, and you might be right, but on the flip side of that, it's like, when a nigga grown, he ain't going to have no excuses, you know what I'm saying, like.
It kind of, probably developing condition, like you said, you look at it right or wrong. Some people the person that chose him, the influence he has on them. Like you said, from the positive aspect of like, shit, he took him out of the worst situation.
Yeah,
blessed him. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga blessed his hand, and like a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of niggas like me and you will look at it, you know what I'm saying, like shit, nigga blessing in your hand, and then you have people that ain't been in our situation or people that ain't familiar with that type of situation, like, oh, he shouldn't be doing that with that little boy, and it's like maybe not, you know what I mean, but.
Yeah. Now, around what age when you, I guess, started to experiment with rapping?
I started experimenting with it early on. I was like 10, 11, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, you know what I'm saying? That was like a dynamic of it too, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think I'm 10, you know what I'm saying? My mom was probably 25, you know what I'm saying? She still wasn't going, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm writing raps and shit. She's like, what the fuck is you talking about? You don't know what you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about shooting niggas and selling dope and fucking bitches, and she like, man, you get the fuck out of here with this shit, like ripping that shit up, throwing that shit away, like watch your mouth, you know what I mean? All of that. So I didn't have that freedom or range, you know what I'm saying, like that a lot of kids have, you know what I'm saying, where nigga like how the little nigga king do, nigga talk however you want to talk, do whatever the fuck you want to do, ain't nobody there to tell me shut the fuck up. So I experimented early on with this shit. And then I got a lot of that, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of backlash, I got a lot of shut the fuck up, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, do something constructive with your time, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just kind of fell off the shit, you know what I'm saying? Until I was probably about like 16, 17. And I just picked up full time. I had never been to a studio, you know what I'm saying? First time I've been to a studio, I was like 16. And then when I got to the studio, we down there basically had unlimited access in that motherfucker. So it was just like, I ain't never really had to leave. I could go to the studio for 8 hours, 10 hours if I wanted to. Yeah, and shit, just smoking, fucking around, getting feedback from, you know what I'm saying, from the homies. I was getting feedback from niggas that didn't fuck with me. I was getting feedback from niggas that didn't even know who the fuck I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally get in a car and put that shit in. Nigga don't know me from a can of paint. I don't know a nigga from a can of paint. Nigga like, boy, who the fuck is this? Like, who is this nigga rapping? You know what I mean? I'm like, that's me. They like, that's you? Like, nigga, that's hard as fuck. I'm like, for real? They like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was, you know what I mean? It was, for me, it was just like always a keep going factor. And it's like, well, you keep doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It said that any certain point that your parents just finally just say, fuck this, what are you doing, and accept it? Or they still just like, nah?
To be honest with you, I feel like over the years it's kind of like it just wore down on them. But I probably when I was like 15, it wasn't really like this what he doing, we gonna accept it. It was more so like he don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just let him do it. You know what I mean? Like, and now that I didn't kind of, you know what I'm saying, I dug through this shit all the way to where I'm at now. So now, you know what I mean, I get a lot of praise and I get a lot of I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? My pops is big on that. Like, now he'll tell me all the time, like, out the blue call. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, like, you did it your way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't listening to nobody, nothing nobody told your ass, and you ain't, you know what I mean? But you made it, you know what I mean, happen the way that you made it happen, you know what I'm saying? And now I get that, but shit, it was years, you know what I'm saying? It was years before that shit happened, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they said Will Smith say parents just don't understand.
Yeah, like they ain't want to hear that shit, but
yeah. And you say, they I'm sorry to cut you off, my bad.
I was just, now I'm a parent, so now I see the rigmarole of that shit. It's just like, man, listen, you try to tell a motherfucker the right thing to do, but they'll figure it out, you know what I mean? But yeah.
I would say, they say the power of the tongue is power of the tongue. It's like this most powerful weapon in the world. Yeah. So certain things that you were rapping on, I'm sure at a young age, I guess in a sense, it kind of caught up with you later in life. Yeah, like for instance, like back in 2007, I seen that you were arrested for murder. Yeah. Could you take us through that day that you were arrested?
The day I got arrested, so I didn't expect none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? The day I got arrested, it was some humbug shit. I was riding with my brother. We pulled up at this motherfucker and we was going to, I think we was going to get his baby mama from work. We was doing something. I don't know what the fuck we was doing. But we was coming to the stop sign to get on the highway. The police was in front of us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm assuming he seen us because I forgot his name, but we knew who he was. He knew who we was. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew the police officer and shit, and he knew us. So he must have seen us. That's the only thing I could assume. But he go through the light. It's like a yellow light, so he goes through it and jumps on the highway, and we get stuck at the red light. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of like, cool, police gone. Like we ain't got to worry about that shit. When the light turned green, we get on the highway. When we get on the highway, this nigga basically in cocked ace deuce parked his police car, hit the sirens, and basically waving us down, like pull over. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what I know now is probably because he seen me or seen him, and he like, oh, they got a warrant for murder or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and get them now. I'm not knowing what the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? I know we got some weed in here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no license and shit. So I tell my brother, I'm like, go. Long story short, we had a high speed and shit. End up wrecking the car, you know what I'm saying, get out, run, get all the way to the house. I guess some lady that seen us wreck, you know what I'm saying, followed us to the house. So by the time we get to the house, we thinking we scot-free. About 5 minutes later, helicopters and shit pulling up, all type of police coming and shit. So we end up going to jail. We go to jail. I'm like, shit, you know what I mean, you do a 24-hour investigation. It's like, shit, they gotta let us go. So after the 24 hours is up, you know what I'm saying, they told my brother, like, we go. I'm like, shit, I came with him. I can go too. They like, nah, you can't go. I'm like, why not? Like, oh, we got you second-degree murder, $250,000 bond, you know what I'm saying, all type of shit. And it just blew me because I'm just like, how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get caught nowhere. I wasn't around nobody. So, you know what I mean? You know how that shit goes. Somebody had to tell on somebody.
Type shit. Mm-hmm. Now, I would assume that shit charges was dropped.
No, so what I did was the dumbest shit. And that was the first thing that I feel like when I look at my life, like that I probably just didn't know no better. I should have went to trial. I could have went to trial and beat it. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get him to drop the charges. You know what I'm saying? My lawyer wanted an extra 10 grand to go to trial. You know what I'm saying? I paid him $7,500. You know what I'm saying? He said we could plead out at $7,500. So what we did was we played out on unlawful use of a firearm, you know what I'm saying? Some bullshit charge. 3 years probation with like a 15-year backup, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, man, I had to learn the hard way, man. Nigga be so pressed about getting up out of jail that you would just take whatever. They tell you can go home. We'll give you 40 years probation. You like, fuck it, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? And you go home and then that shit will come back and bite you in the ass later. Knowing what I know now, it's like I could have went to trial. Like I ain't had shit on me. Like I wasn't there. I didn't get picked up. I don't got no weapons. I don't got nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? I really just supposed to go to trial and beat the shit. Come home. I don't got no felony on my record. None of that shit. But I didn't. I just took the probation. When I took the probation, shit, that was the beginning. You know what I mean? And everything. So it was just like I got a felony on my record. Next time I get caught with a gun, now you going to the feds, you know what I'm saying? Next time you get anything, it's like now your ass is up out of here, opposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
having no record.
Yeah, not having a record at all, yeah.
You know, then, you know, after that whole situation, well, you know, day of your arrest or whatever, about a year after that, you ended up dropping, I guess, your first real project? No,
my first real like the first album, the first CD I put out, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Before then, I was just rapping, you know what I mean? Yeah, like burning that shit on the CD, giving that shit away, you know what I'm saying? That was the first time you know what I'm saying, I actually pressed up CDs, put them in the stores, did promo runs, all of that shit, so yeah.
Yeah, rumor has it made, like, you know, you made a little killing off of that.
I did, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was simpler back then, you know what I'm saying? It was more so, to be honest, my uncles, you know what I'm saying? They the ones that funded the whole play, and they the ones that told me, like, when I was in jail, they like, man, listen, when you get out, like, nigga, we're gonna take this music shit serious. And I'm just, cause I never knew, you know what I'm saying? I didn't never know how much that shit costed or how to go about doing none of that shit. I was just kind of like, just whatever. Yeah, they put, you know what I'm saying? They put the bread up on it. You know what I'm saying? They did the research on it. They did everything. And so what they did was, shit, they just took their cut off the top. You know what I'm saying? But we did probably about, I want to say maybe 3,000 copies, you know what I'm saying, at $10 a piece, you know what I'm saying, over time, you know what I'm saying, over time, like we did it, we ran through the motherfuckers a lot.
Yeah. Now, how was I guess I'm gonna let you like. What's the concept of the CD?
The first CD.
Yeah.
It was Rats and Rap Cats.
Yeah.
Just coming out of jail, niggas had told on me. So that was the Rats, you know what I'm saying? The Rap Cats was just like the rap little beef shit that was kind of going on in the city. Niggas was rapping, making diss songs, you know what I'm saying? I was a you know what I mean, a major culprit in this shit too. But you know what I mean, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, like I just felt like niggas couldn't fuck with me anyway. So it was just like, I could do it, y'all can't do it, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my outlook on it. So that's what it was, Rats and Rap Cats. And then like I said, I had that I just had that history with me, you know what I'm saying? Like where motherfuckers knew I rap, but nobody really, it was kind of like, you can't really get it, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't find it. You might hear a song, but then you might not have never heard this song, or you know what I mean? It's just like, we had that for about like the 2 years before I ever dropped the album, you know what I'm saying? So when I finally dropped, it was kind of like, it was highly anticipated.
Fucking with you.
Yeah.
You know, then, you know, like, probably like a month after that, you ended up going through another unfortunate situation. And like, you were, you know, ambushed in a sense, and you end up taking a shot to your head.
Yeah.
Can you break that down for us?
Just moving sloppy for real, you know what I'm saying? Like being ornery, you know what I'm saying, and not really, you know what I'm saying, not really owning it, you know what I'm saying, at the moment. Went down to the county jail to see my homeboy. We was on the same case, you know what I'm saying. I had bonded out, he was still in there. I went down there to visit him and shit, and just, you know what I mean, because I know how this shit go. I was just in there, so, you know what I mean, I know when niggas come in through the visiting room, you see niggas and all that, and I made my way around to all the floors and shit, and just, you know, said what's up to the homie, said fuck you to the ops, you know what I mean, did all type of honorary shit. And then I stayed for 30 minutes visiting my nigga, so probably while I'm in here visiting him, somebody on the phone making a call, and when I left, just kind of, you know what I'm saying, I spent the block and checked my surroundings and shit, and I still think about that, because it's like, damn, if I would have just jumped right on the highway, you know what I'm saying, niggas probably would have been, you know what I mean, 20 seconds too late, you know what I'm saying. But I spent the block once and then spent it again and jumped on the highway, and it just happened like that, you know what I'm saying. Shit was just wild for real.
Yeah. Now looking back on this situation, you know, just surviving this situation, did it make you like appreciate life a little more?
Nah, for sure, you know what I'm saying, for sure. And then just being more, I don't want to say realistic, but just being more, just taking shit more serious, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to take everything a little bit more serious. Like, I think before that happened, it was all like, you know what I'm saying, just raps and talking shit, you know what I'm saying? And you was kind of on the winning team, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's like shit.
They thought you untouchable type shit.
You know what I mean? You would get that in your head where it's like, you niggas ain't on shit. Like, we the only ones that's on something, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? We do what we want to do around this motherfucker. Then it's like, damn, been on the other side of it. It's kind of like, oh, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? And definitely humbled me. You know what I'm saying? Definitely humbled me to a degree where it's just like, all right, even now, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like speaking on shit a lot or talking a lot about shit. My thing be like, man, listen. Just let whatever happen, let it play out. I don't never want to be that, you know what I mean, rah nigga that's talking too much or that's doing all this, and then you end up, you know what I'm saying, in a hospital bed, and it's just like, oh, nigga was talking all that shit, you know what I mean? Like,
shit.
And not to say that you still won't end up in a hospital bed, but it's just like, nigga, you in a hospital bed, you ain't got to wear that, you know what I'm saying, that badge, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like, nigga, keep on running this mouth.
Yeah, understandable. Shit, like you said, it ain't necessarily like you said, kind of woke you up in the sense, shit.
No,
like you said, especially like you said, moving around the streets, shit, you can't just be able to move loose. Now you gotta tighten up. So when you get back in that situation, trust you, I've been there.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know,
I've been there. But shit, you know, shortly after that situation, seeing you bounce back, legend himself.
Yeah.
Well, where that title come from, man?
That came from the police. They came in the hospital room. And, you know what I'm saying? I guess to question the nigga or whatever, and That was just what they said. It was 2 detectives. One came in, 2 gun Kevi, the other one like the legend himself. And they really just cracking jokes, I guess, or just like, oh shit, now look at you, you know what I'm saying? You're just a motherfucker laid up, bullet in your head type shit. And my uncle, that nigga just, my Uncle Lonnie, that nigga, same nigga was pushing this shit. Like that was my biggest support system. That was the only thing I had for my Uncle Lonnie. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as his music shit go, like that was the only nigga that was just like, nigga, fuck what you talking about, you gonna rap. Fuck what they talking about, you gonna drop another album. Fuck waiting on Halloween, we dropping right now. Like nigga, like everything that I said, he like, nigga, fuck that. You know what I mean? And when they said that he was in there, you know what I'm saying? So he like, that's what we naming the next album. You know what I'm saying? Once they left, we named the next album Legend himself. And I was like, alright, whatever. Like, nigga ain't feel me yet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm just this till you say this stuff. They just say a lot about you, like for, you know, I'm sure you, like you said, you passed that lifestyle now, but it just says a lot about, you know, I guess your street status during that period. For the police to say something like that, I mean, you know, not saying they saying shit like that, your name ringing bell.
Nah, yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying, to be fair, man, to every nigga, you know what I'm saying, though, it was like, looking back on this shit, it was so, I don't even want to call it corny. It wasn't really corny because it was real. Niggas like, you know what I'm saying? It was just, it was new. It was fresh. You see what I'm saying? And so if I seen that happening right now, I'd be like, that shit corny. You know what I'm saying? But at the time when we was doing it, it was kind of like never before seen. Like niggas is rapping, niggas is shooting, niggas is doing all of this shit. And I think for, you know what I mean, it was like my name with the music, it just carried more, you see what I'm saying, than it did without the music. And you would have niggas that, you know what I'm saying, was way, you know what I'm saying, deeper off in the shit, you know what I'm saying, than me. But since I got that rapper name, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, and you know how that shit go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, so your name gonna come up.
Just for instance, like shit, this situation with Dirt, you got to, you know, the whole track.
Yeah, you gonna hear, you know what I mean, Lil Durk, if one of them niggas do something, like, Lil Durk, you know what I mean, did X, Y, Z, and it's like, nigga, he didn't do it, somebody else did it, but you gotta wear that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. You know, you continue to, you know, gain your notoriety in the streets, in Kansas City, not just the streets, but just in Kansas City as a whole, as an artist. You know, you ended up dropping another project, Commando Kevi, goddamn me, and you know, just doing your thing. But unfortunately, you know, certain situations that keep, you know, happening along this journey that you're going through. You know, you just basically keep running to the law.
No, that's a fact. That's how it worked, though. You know what I'm saying? And I tell niggas now when we had this conversation, you know what I'm saying, like, that's pretty much just how the shit gonna go, you know what I'm saying? You're not going, because you're gonna be a focal point, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a scapegoat for a lot of shit, cause your name ringing, you know what I'm saying? And it's ringing on the music shit, and then when you just get outside of that, it's like, them white people don't, like they, you know what I'm saying, they don't give a fuck if you did it or if you didn't do it. Like if we hang his ass up on the cross, then the rest of the motherfuckers will know, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how it was for me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we was doing shit, you know what I'm saying, don't get me wrong, but like I did 9 years in the feds, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like the niggas that I met in there and the conversations that I had in there, it's like, man, y'all wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, we wasn't on shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? I done met niggas that was, you know what I'm saying, 20 years old, nigga with, you know what I'm saying, $500,000, you know what I'm saying, that was really getting to, you know what I'm saying, some money. And it's like, we was just hustling, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas wasn't broke, but we wasn't, you know what I'm saying, we wasn't on that. So for the feds to come pick a nigga up, it was more so just a testament of, like, you know what I'm saying, what the state joint, you know what I mean, what the state couldn't do, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much just called them over like, listen, we can't do nothing. Every time we pick these niggas up, they go to trial, beat the shit, witnesses don't come to the trial, you know what I'm saying? Recant they stay, all type of shit. So, I think it was just more of a just like, man, listen, whatever y'all can get them niggas on, come pick them niggas up, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah. And it seemed like I say, had constant run-ins with the law, to where it's just kind of building, basically it seems like you said, watching them.
Yeah, for sure.
Building up the case. That's how the feds move though.
They
got enough, we got enough. That's enough to get them down. So, you know, they end up, you know, basically what they call it, unsealing the
unsealing the indictment.
You hear me? And that was goddamn me. So like you said, back in 2011.
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah. You wind up serving 9 years in jail. You know, in the Fed shit. This time, like, you know, coming from like basically you kind of at the peak of your career. Also at this time, like, how much do you think that affected your career?
Drastically, I ain't gonna lie, right?
Let me just say this: do you think you could be? If that wouldn't happen, you think you'd have been further off along in your career now?
I can't really give it. I can't. This is what I can't say. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I can't say is because my maturity level at the time was nowhere close to where it is now. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like, depending on, you know what I'm saying, I guess, you know what I'm saying, what else would have happened, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a younger version of me now, without the 9 year, you know what I'm saying, hiatus type shit, like, definitely would have been, you know what I'm saying, the fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying, a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the version of me then, I just wasn't as tapped in, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't as open-minded. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think that shit would even be, you know what I'm saying? I never thought it would be possible to, you know what I'm saying, do the type of shit that I feel like can be done right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was really just a mind state that I was in at the time. Like, not to say that I wouldn't have grew out of it, you know what I'm saying, sooner than later, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, me now with the mind state that I got now at 23 years old, yeah, I would have got the fuck about. I would have been on, I would have been had, you know what I'm saying, millions of dollars, like the whole world would have been on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at niggas like, it's two niggas I look at, and it's crazy, but when I get to the bottom of it, these are the two niggas that just most remind me of me, you know what I'm saying? And that's 50 and Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? I look at two niggas like that and I feel like thorough niggas, but smart, you know what I'm saying? Like, not no pushovers, but not really no, you know what I'm saying, bullies, you know what I'm saying? Business inclined just as well as they musically inclined, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so you look at a nigga like 50 where it's like, he don't, you know what I mean, he don't gotta make the music. He got enough up here. So I'm saying he just a hustler, a natural hustler, you know what I'm saying? The same shit with Nick, you know what I'm saying? Niggas natural hustlers, niggas know how to, you know what I'm saying, figure it out with the little bit that they got, you know what I'm saying? Them is two niggas that I look at, you know what I'm saying? I just like, alright, you know what I'm saying? And I can, that's kind of how I can compare myself to, you know what I'm saying? Coming up, I didn't have that. Coming up, as fucked up as it might sound, nigga, I thought I was at the, you know what I mean? I thought I was a nigga, you know what I mean? I thought I was a nigga with $8,000, you know what I'm saying, in the rental car, you know what I mean? Like, man, that was my mindset, that was, you know what I'm saying, that was my ceiling for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't have really told me shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, nigga be worth so much more, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. You know, being going away, you know, for so long, being a father, like, how was that standpoint in your life, not being able to see your kids? I'm not pretty sure you probably have seen them, but not being able to be outside physically.
Nah, yeah. It affected a lot, you know what I'm saying? I don't, not to take nothing from my kids. Like, my kids is cool, you know what I'm saying? They just grew, you know what I'm saying? They grew into what they are. For me, it's just knowing what I know now type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I wish I could have been out there like I would have. But at the end of the day, it's like when I was out there, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I took care of my kids and shit. I just didn't have this mind state that I got now. I wasn't mentally, you know what I'm saying? And that's not that, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really to say that I wouldn't have got it, you know what I'm saying? It's just to say I can't really say.
During that time.
You know what I'm saying? During that time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like now, I think about shit like, damn, I should have had my, you know what I mean, flag football games, tackle football games, basketball games, you know what I'm saying, dance lessons, ballerina, all of that type of shit that you want to do, you know what I'm saying, for your kids that you can't do. And then just that game and the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, to have them conversations because, Now, you know what I'm saying, my kids is 13 and 16, and so it's like, it's harder to get through to them when they, like, you know what I'm saying, when they that age. So you just kind of got to sprinkle the shit on them, and that's kind of what I was telling you at the beginning. It's like I just sprinkle the shit on them because I know like it might not register right now, you know what I'm saying, and it might not matter to you right now, but if you anything like me, then shit, you gonna be 21, 23, 25 years old. Like, damn, that's what the fuck my daddy been trying to tell me. You know what I mean? Like that's what the fuck my mom been trying to tell me. They tell you this shit all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them ain't your friends for real.
You
know, like,
one
day it's gonna hit you, and then one day you gonna find a whole new respect for your mom and your daddy. Like, damn, like you been telling me this shit since I was 14, and it just now, you know what I'm saying, coming to fruition, or just now, you know what I'm saying, making its way in. So yeah, just that, you know what I'm saying, just not being able to spend as much time. But I got a baby on the way right now, so you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be able to start something fresh, man, and try to do it the whole way through the right way.
Yeah. Now you come home with March of 2020.
Yeah.
You come home, first thing you drop, Vent.
Yeah. Actually, the first thing I dropped, I did the feature with Stu Goodlow.
Yeah.
I did the feature with Stu.
You say your first single.
Yeah, my first single myself was Vent. But the feature with Stu Goodlow, it was like Stu he just wasn't backing down. Like, you know what I mean? I said what I said, he did what he did, and we dropped it. And for me, it was like, it kind of put a lot of shit in perspective as to like what I needed to do moving forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? How I needed to drop, who I needed to shoot my videos, all of that. So Vent was like, that was always going to be my ace in the hole. That was always going to be, you know what I'm saying, the first thing I did when I got home. So it just kind of gave me a little insight on, you know what I'm saying, how to go about doing it and how to put it out and shit.
Yeah. But like you said, Vent, that's like one of your most viewed songs right now. It is your most viewed song right now, goddamn. I mean, just like you said, you've been going away for 9 years. Like you said, you had a lot to get off your chest, man.
Yeah,
that's a lot to from.
Definitely a lot to get off my chest, you know what I'm saying, and definitely like the mental growth, like that's kind of like what I've been on, just, you know what I'm saying, like my mindset and my mind state, you know what I'm saying, like, and that was like, I feel like that song was like a portrait, you know what I'm saying, to like, or just like a look inside like my mind, you know what I'm saying, like this is how I'm thinking, this is how my shit operating, like this is where I'm on, you know what I'm saying, like I ain't on, like if you was ever wondering like, I wonder what this nigga gonna be like when he get out, I wonder how he gonna be thinking, I wonder if he's gonna still be able to rap, or I wonder if he, you know what I'm saying, gonna still be on bullshit, or I wonder if he gonna be evil, or I wonder if he gonna be weird, or whatever the fuck you might have thought, like I wonder what this nigga gonna do. It's like, I think you can listen to Vent and it'll give you a clear understanding of like, all right, that's how he ticking. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's going on in his brain, you know what I'm saying? And that was pretty much it. That was just like, that's why I was like, let me vent. It was like, just let me tell motherfuckers like what's on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I feel, this is how I think, this is my mind frame, this is my mindset. And then, you know what I'm saying, you get a lot of good gems in there, you get a lot of good game in there, you get a lot of positivity in there. You also get some like, nigga, I'll still fuck you up in there, like don't think it's sweet. You know what I mean? You just get everything that I feel like I want you to understand. Like, listen, man, I'm on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? I'm smarter than I ever been. You know what I'm saying? I'm sharper than I ever been. Like, shit's better than it's ever been. I'll fuck you up if you think that you gonna fuck this up. You know what I mean? Like, and let's just not fuck with nothing and just, you know what I mean, move forward. So
type shit. You know, while you was gone, you know, doing your time away, you ended up losing a close friend of yours, Duck.
Yeah.
That was back in 2017?
17, yeah.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I know you wasn't out in the world during that time, but when you received that news, how was that feeling? How was that, you know, your mood?
It was fucked up. It was my birthday. Damn. So yeah, it was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I woke up and the way emails work, I guess the way emails work around the world, but yeah, is, you know, the last email it's the first email you see. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. I'm waking up at 6 in the morning when the doors pop, checking my emails because I'm expecting like happy birthday, I sent you some money, I love you, whatever. Because it's my birthday, you know what I'm saying? I know that's what I get on my birthday. I get love on my birthday. I know everybody, you know what I'm saying? And so the first I woke up, I had like 50 some emails. And I'm just like, oh shit, I know I got some love today. I got money coming, I got everything because there's so many emails on here. And then the first email you check is like, I'm sorry. I love you, you know, it's gonna be okay, keep your head. I'm like, what the fuck is they, and I can't really, you know what I'm saying, it's like, oh no, it was throwing me off, so I'm just clicking, so I'm like, I ended up just scrolling to the bottom, and like, the last email that I had, the first email that came through was happy birthday, love you, happy birthday, and then after about 7 or 8 emails, it was just like, I'm sorry to tell you what happened, woo woo, and I'm like, what the fuck? And just got on the phone and called, and everybody was kind of just fucked up about the shit. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. How would you describe I'm sure you were a close friend, like a brother to you.
Just the life of the party, the life of the everything, bro. Like, just really, you know what I'm saying, a breath of fresh air, you know what I'm saying? Like, in everybody's life, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter who you know what I'm saying? Like, he the type of motherfucker that walk in here right now and turn this whole interview up, and you're just like, man, you know what I mean? Like, he was that, you know what I'm saying? Just a good nigga for real, you know what I'm saying? Underneath all that, you know what I'm saying? I guess, you know what I'm saying, like I was telling you earlier, like when you get outside of, you know what I'm saying, where we at, you know what I'm saying, then you start thinking about, you know what I'm saying, other attributes or other things about, but like inside of, you know what I mean, the type of community and the type of, you know what I'm saying, fabric that we in, it's like, you know what I'm saying, that's a good nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he'll fuck you up, yeah, you on bullshit, yeah, you know what I mean, he did X, Y, and Z, yeah, you know what I mean? We understand that if you ain't inside of this fabric, then he's a bad person or he's not a good person, you know what I mean? I can understand how somebody would say that, but when you get inside of this, it's like, man, that's a good nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, and any nigga that's inside of this, whether you a op or whether you a homie or whether you just an out-of-town nigga from St. Louis that, you know what I'm saying, but you in this same fabric that we in, you'll see him and be like, bro, that's a good nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like that nigga. And that's how he was, man, just funny as fuck, you know what I'm saying? The life of the party, just always kind of, you know what I mean, keeping shit lit, you know what I'm saying? Keeping shit going.
Yeah. Now, your first, it was your latest album, since you came home, was dedicated to him, continuing his path of his music career. He named it Blood Money 3. Yeah. Because he had the Blood Money and the Blood Money 2. Yeah. You know, after your success, you know, especially with the event, you know, doing this thing, it's like over 1 million views at this point right now.
Yeah, it's over 1 million right now.
Yeah. You know, here come the haters, man. Here come the haters, man. I seen another artist, I guess he's from Kansas City. His name rapping there, DJ. Yeah. And then he come out with allegations against you. I never seen you really speak on this.
I don't really. So my thing is this, right? It's a maneuver, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like chase a little bit of clout or chase some fame and shit. And so my thing was always like, if I speak on it, then it's going to create more traction. You see what I'm saying? It's going to just, if you give it energy, then it's going to have more energy, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. You see what I'm saying? I don't know the nigga. I know, you know what I'm saying, that when the nigga got out, you know what I'm saying, he was DMing me, emailing me, writing me. He wanted to do songs with me. He was telling me I was a GOAT. Like, you know what I'm saying, the shit's all on Facebook. That's what really blew me, because I was already looking at the nigga from him reaching out to me, you know what I'm saying? So I was already checking for him and shit, because he was reaching out. Yo, bro, you the GOAT, you the big dog, you the reason why I do this shit, you the motivation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do a song with you, you know what I mean? I want to do this with you, I want to do that with you, you know what I mean? Like, and so I had already kind of figured out who he was based on that, you know what I'm saying? And so when the shit came out, that, you know what I mean? When the diss song shit came, I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga on? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it was just like, it was no contact, it was no nothing, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, I'm looking through I'm trying to make sure it's the same person. So, you know, I'm looking through all my emails and Cause he was trying to get a verse from me, and I'm like, well, send me a song over. He sent me the song over, and this shit, you know what I mean? I'm looking through the email, and he's giving me a long ass, I'm talking literally fucking 2 pages, you know what I'm saying, about who he is and where he's from and why he want to fuck with me, and you know what I mean? And I think it was just one of those stand type of situations where, you know what I mean, I wasn't fucking with the nigga, so the nigga just kind of turned his back on me, or the nigga just tried to go, you know what I'm saying, go left. And, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the shit that he's saying is just like, it's like, I guess it's bullshit. It's like, I don't even know why, you know what I mean, like, where you getting this shit from, you know what I'm saying, or why you even speaking on this shit, you know what I'm saying, like, why he's taking that route, you know what I'm saying, because it's, like, you could very clearly just come out and say, nigga, fuck you, nigga, I don't fuck with you, nigga, you know what I mean, like, you could make a diss record, you know what I'm saying, so for you to go that route with this shit, it's like, what the fuck is you on, you know what I'm saying, like, and, you know what I'm saying, without getting too deep into this shit, it's like, man, listen, the nigga he talking about, you know what I'm saying, this nigga didn't even go to trial, didn't even have a trial, this nigga played that, you know what I mean, the nigga told on himself, nigga, you know what I mean, like, I don't know why the fuck he's saying what he's saying, you know what I'm saying. The nigga, another nigga that was on the case, that nigga went home, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, and niggas that know the situation, like, I ain't gonna speak on the situation or nothing, but like, niggas know, you know what I'm saying, like, niggas, like, my thing is this, bro, I've been doing this for a long time, you know what I'm saying, like, you don't let no nigga like that just come out, you know what I'm saying, and say whatever they want to say, and just buy the shit, so, I just kind of just shunned it, you know what I'm saying, like, and my thing was like, man, if you make a song about that shit now, you know what I'm saying, everybody gonna go listen to your song, and then it's gonna be like, alright, if niggas that don't know what he dropped or what he's saying, they gonna go listen to your shit, and they gonna be on some shit like, oh, who we talking about? Now they gonna listen to this nigga again, it's just like, man, fuck that, I ain't giving no nigga no clout, no none of that shit.
Now, I just, you know, I ain't gonna say too much long on this, but I also heard him mention, what's it, Devi?
Yeah, Devi, yeah.
What threw me off was the shit he said in the song, like, y'all supposed to fight or something.
Yeah, we fought in the song, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We fought.
Y'all got a song together too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? We fought, but that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a fence, like, we fought, we talked, we fought, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like, that's where, you know what I'm saying? That's where I want to say, you know what I'm saying, the grown man shit come in, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, nigga, y'all in here together, so y'all gonna have to live in here together, you know what I'm saying? You got some, you know what I'm saying, you got some bad blood, or you got something you want to get off your chest, you get it off your chest, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done fought, you know what I mean, hella niggas in the joint, you know what I'm saying? And majority of them is like, nigga, when y'all done fighting, nigga, y'all gonna shake hands, y'all gonna go on about y'all business, you know what I'm saying? I feel like fighting is, I don't want to say it's a misconception about it, you know what I'm saying? But I think fighting is overrated in the sense where it's like, you know what I'm saying, where a nigga be like, oh, y'all fought, so
I gotta kill each other.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is like, nah, nigga, y'all can just fight, you know what I mean? Like, and then that'll just be it, and then y'all fight it, and if you don't like it again, y'all can fight another nigga, and then it's like, it don't always have to be like, oh, we fought, so nigga, fuck you forever type shit. It's just more so like, you know what I'm saying, like,
y'all handle it like men.
Y'all handle it like men. Y'all got in there, y'all got that shit out the way, you know what I'm saying? And contrary to what motherfuckers think, that's how the majority of the world, you know what I'm saying, handle, you know what I'm saying, like, shit like that. And when you fight your brother, you fight your cousins, you fight niggas from the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, nigga, if you ain't never had no fight, then, you know what I'm saying, you probably wouldn't understand, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody's gonna be scared to fight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but, you know what I'm saying, that's it, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, I think that shit come with pride and ego. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How a nigga feel after the fight, you know what I'm saying, is what ended up turning into something else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, while we're on this subject, a more recent project, Trap House Junkie.
Oh, yeah.
How did that whole thing come about?
Wax was in there too, you know what I'm saying, with D. Wax was there when we fought, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying, the same type of shit, bro. Just a mutual understanding. Just and to be honest, right, without speaking for nobody else, you know what I'm saying, I will say this. I was in there by myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like homies go, niggas from your neighborhood, like niggas you with, niggas that got your back, you know what I'm saying? It was literally just me by myself. And I fuck with niggas, and niggas fuck with me, but it wasn't based on street shit. It was based on what, you know what I'm saying, the relationship that we built in the joint, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like niggas could just, you know what I'm saying, run through a nigga or run a nigga off the yard or no shit like that. It was more so just like, you know, you in here with all your friends, all your homies, all the niggas you grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas that use that to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't one of them niggas. And I think niggas respected that. You know what I'm saying? So it was always a respect factor there, where it's just like, you don't give a fuck if it's 20 of y'all. He gonna fight. You know what I mean? He gonna stand on what he said. He gonna do what the fuck he said he was gonna do. And the mutual respect. It was a mutual respect thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that we grew from that. You know what I'm saying? So when Wax got out, or when I got out, and I seen Wax, it's just like, what's up? You straight? You know what I mean? Like, the music is hard. I ain't gonna lie. When I heard the nigga, I'm like, he probably one of the hardest niggas in the city. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know him from rapping. So when I came home and hearing him rap, it's like, damn, this nigga Wax rapping like that. Yeah. Like, he tough. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, it was a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? Because we talked about it. You know what I'm saying? We talked about a few different scenarios, and it was kind of like, man, we just gonna have to, you know what I mean, check the climate, you know what I'm saying, and see how it worked. And shit, I had that one. When I had that one, I heard him on it already. Like, that's usually how I do my features anyway. Like, if I can usually hear a nigga on the beat, you know what I'm saying? So I told him, like, shit, I'm gonna just hold it, you know what I'm saying? And shit, you let me know, you know what I'm saying? And he hit me, like, shit, send it over, we're gonna knock it out, you know what I'm saying? And for real, I was trying to get a video out the nigga. I think, you know what I'm saying, he had some other shit going on, you know what I'm saying, personal shit going on. We couldn't get the video shot, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we could have got the video shot, you know what I'm saying, too, if, you know what I'm saying, if our schedules would have lined up.
Yeah. How was the feedback from the streets, though?
I just dropped it. So I just dropped it yesterday, right? So the feedback, I ain't really got a lot of feedback yet. Like, I probably got some messages in my inbox right now about this shit. A couple niggas hit me though. It was just like, that motherfucker hard, you know what I'm saying? I think it's hard. I know it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then for me, I think the big thing for me is feedback from the joint, you know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna take about a week or two for it to hit to the, you know what I'm saying, for it to hit the JPay. And so when it hit JPay, that's when the calls will start coming in, and niggas will start like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a call from the feds yesterday, but nigga got a joint, he got a jack in there, so he just on there. He like, well, who Wax? You know what I'm saying? Like, who? The nigga been locked up for a minute, he don't even know who Wax is. But he like, well, he hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, so niggas fuck with it. And then I'm on some shit, bro, right now, where it's just like, and I told Wax the same shit, bro. It's like, it ain't nothing bigger than me. Like, that's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nobody that can call my phone and say what I should or shouldn't be doing, or who I should or shouldn't be doing it with. You see what I'm saying? If you would have caught me back in my younger years, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was somebody that could actually make that call or not, I can't say, but I know how I was, right? The anxiety that would have came with, like, I wonder what niggas is gonna say, or I wonder how niggas is gonna feel, or niggas might not like this. I don't know if I should do this. I know that would have been with me, you know what I'm saying? And so it probably would have prevented it from happening back then, but the nigga that I am now, it's like, can't nobody call me and say shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody tell me who I can and can't do nothing with, you know what I'm saying? Who I should and shouldn't be doing nothing with. And more to the point, it's like, if niggas don't start doing that type of shit soon, this shit going, you know what I mean, die right where it grew at, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just gonna be it's gonna, like, this whole music scene, Kansas City, inner city music scene is gonna fall apart at the seams if niggas don't stop picking and choosing, you see what I'm saying? You don't like a nigga, or you don't like his homies, or me and Wax ain't go to the studio together, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, this shit's 2023, 2024 about to be, bro. Like, drop your verse, send that shit to the next engineer, let him drop his verse, put that shit out, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't gotta be that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta separate the streets from the business, and that's where I'm at now. My thing is this, back then it was more of a hobby. The music was a hobby, so it's like, you can't really separate, you know what I mean, the streets from a hobby, you know what I'm saying? But like, nigga, when this shit start paying the bills and, you know what I mean, like putting food on the table, like, nigga, this is a business. And one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna separate, you know what I'm saying, the streets from the business. I tell nigga all the time, like, nigga, you'll go do business with a cracker, you're gonna do business with a white man, don't give a fuck if he like you or not. If the numbers is right, you're gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? you gonna do business with a white man knowing if that nigga caught you with a gun, he gonna tell on you. You know what I mean? Like knowing, you know what I'm saying, he gonna call the police on you if he see you doing anything illegal, but you are still gonna make money with him. You see what I'm saying? Then you got thorough niggas on the streets, you know what I'm saying, that you just like, I don't like the nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I learned in the joint too, man. Like, you got niggas from your hood, niggas from this hood, niggas from over there, niggas from over here, blood niggas, crib niggas, whatever you want to call it. Like, at the end of the day, it's only a few thorough niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the fucked up part about it is it's a few over here and it's a few over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just it, you know what I'm saying? And at the pinnacle of this shit, it's like, nigga, you just supposed to be surrounding yourself with thorough niggas. Now, how many thorough niggas you surround yourself with, you know what I mean? That's your business, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, it's like, man, listen, one thing I learned in the joint is like, it's niggas that I never fucked with from the other side, you know what I'm saying? That I said I would never fuck with from the other side. That after I met the man, you know what I'm saying, and met the character, it's like, I fuck with them niggas before I fuck with half the niggas that I used to fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas thorough, and niggas really ain't thorough, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that don't even go to say like what you did in the streets or what you won't do in the streets. It's just like your character, your principles, your morals, you know what I'm saying? The way you carry yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas that stand on their word, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that, you know what I'm saying, that follow through with what they say they gonna do.
How you feel about the up and coming artists coming up in Kansas City right now?
I feel like that it's some hard shit around here right now. You know what I'm saying? To be completely honest with you, I'm more I don't want to say favorable, but you know what I'm saying, I'm just biased, you know what I'm saying, to a particular, you know what I'm saying, side and a particular, you know what I'm saying, group of young niggas. So what I will say is them little niggas is hard, you know what I'm saying, like them little niggas is tough. And I can't, you know what I'm saying, and I tell niggas all the time, you know what I'm saying, I can't really jump in the middle of the shit, you know what I'm saying, like I want to, because I understand the climate of what we talked about earlier, you know what I'm saying, the law, you know what I'm saying, it's like the way shit's going right now, you know what I'm saying, and the way, you know what I'm saying, the streets is fucked up right now. It's like, I don't need my name in the middle of, you know what I'm saying, of that shit, because I know, you know what I'm saying, that shit can turn into, you know what I'm saying, something that it ain't, you know what I'm saying. So I try to always give encouragement, I try to always give advice, do whatever I can do, you know what I'm saying, but I try to do that shit, you know what I'm saying, from a distance, because I don't never want to get caught up in somebody else's shit, you know what I'm saying, or how niggas is doing shit. But I just feel like it's a couple of niggas, you know what I'm saying, like over here, you know what I'm saying, Fo Nick, K-Rock, you know what I'm saying, Tiz, like that. They hard, you know what I'm saying? Like they got some, you know what I'm saying? They got some shit with them. They got some motion with them more than I had when I was, you know what I'm saying, 19, 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? But it gets to that point where, you know what I'm saying, you kind of stagnate yourself and you just like kind of how we is now. Where it's like, man, you gotta move around. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta take that shit somewhere else where they don't got it. You know what I'm saying? And then like I ain't gonna lie, right? And then you got like the Kai colors, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like you got, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like it's a different vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's a different yeah, but it's turned, you know what I'm saying? And me, I'm musically inclined like a motherfucker, so when I hear shit like that, it's like, oh yeah, he got it, you know what I'm saying? Like so I mean shit, that's one thing too that I can say, right? I'm very, very proud of the new generation with the music, because it's like when I came up, man, everybody wanted to sound like Rich or Messy Moore, you know what I'm saying? And it was just that, you know what I'm saying? Like anything out of the ordinary, anything, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't what we was used to, we would shun it, you know what I'm saying? And now you get a lot of that, you know what I'm saying? You get a lot of, you know what I'm saying, new styles, a lot of new flows, a lot of just a new wave of shit, you know what I'm saying, where shit you ain't never seen in Kansas City before. Like that you would, you know what I mean, you would look at it and be like, that look like, where he from? New York? Or where he from? Atlanta? You know what I mean? It's like, nah, they from the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas
I
just.
got Bradley or you know what I'm saying? Like I said, even in the Lou, it's like that. Even in the Lou. But like I said, certain people, like you said, you graduate to certain music, but it's still dope boys outside of the genre might be typical. They're more relatable to you in a sense.
Nah, yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
You got anything, you know, any new projects coming up?
Man, I keep saying gun show, right? I'm gonna put it out. I'm really just like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm at a point where it's like this, right? I'm trying to put out a single every month. You know what I'm saying? Kind of keep the fans fed. You know what I'm saying? Keep my pen sharp, and just stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? But like mixtape, I might do a mixtape or something. Gun show, I might just do a whole bunch of mixtapes like that. But like I'm waiting on somebody to come with a check, you know what I'm saying? And they gonna want an album when they come with a check, you know what I'm saying? And so like, it's like, man, you keep putting them albums out, you just drop an album after album, and then when they come with the check, it's like, shit, you done kind of burnt yourself out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of waiting on that to happen, you know what I'm saying? Just having the right meetings and having the right promotion and shit, just having, you know what I mean? Like putting myself in the right places, you know what I'm saying, with the right people.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, you got any last shout-outs like to do before you hit up out of there?
Man, shout out to everybody, man. All the fans, everybody that fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for having me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to One Entity, man, for putting it together.
I need to pull up phone, bro. Man. I said, that's why I can't really meet up with him, too. I said, I ain't put the phone with me.
Yeah. He be working like a motherfucker, though. But, yeah, man, everybody, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for having me on, man.
Yeah. I'm saying shout out to social media so you know where to follow.
Two Gun Kevi on all platforms. The number 2 GUNN KEVI. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Appreciate the time.
For sure.